Hello my dudes, welcome back to the Siege of Littleton. Last episode, we suffered devastation. Oh my god, take a look at this. Look at all these gravestones. So I'm just going to pan through some of the names here, and I hope you guys don't see your name. Oh, if you do, I am so sorry you got destroyed, probably by the Great Chief Barbarian. The raid was nuts. We lost almost everybody, and that's why we need to rebuild. Plus, also, we're going to take steps to fight back against these barbarians. This episode, I want to build some pretty cool, create tricks and traps to thin the barbarian numbers. Now, of course, before we jump into that, I've done a little bit of decoration here and there around the colony. Let me take you on a bit of a tour. The big area that needed some decoration and some TLC was the education area and this huge street we have for housing. A lot of these houses are floating off the ground. It looks really ugly. They function okay, but they need a bit of a facelift. We need to slap some Botox into these bad boys and give them some fillers. And as you can see, yeah, the education area looks so much nicer with honestly just a few dirt paths, some flowers, some hedges, and some fences. And we've done exactly the same over here with the raised housing. As you can see, yeah, just more flowers, more fences, more paths, and the area just looks so much nicer. I'm really happy with how this turned out. So without further ado, let's jump in and see what we can do to help defend against these raids. Oh man, level 1, it sucks to suck, but we just got destroyed by those barbarians. So we did notch down the difficulty by a couple of pegs. It's still going to be ludicrously hard, but maybe now the Great Chief won't one-shot everybody. That was a nightmare. Now as you can see, we've got some kids running around the colony. These guys all have, well, some of them have a combination of your names that you guys have been suggesting over on Discord. Slaneshi Gravedigger over here, well, I guess you're probably going to be an undertaker. But yeah, these guys have all got names, all enjoying their steak dinners. Delicious. So, create tricks and traps. Well, we know exactly where the barbarians are going to come from. The last raid, the big one, was up here in the top left. We've also got a lot of barbarians coming from the east. These 4 bridges along here have seen a lot of action. So what I want to do is build a kind of trap that we can repeat on other bridges. Our colonists never have need to go outside of our walls, but the barbarians will always come from the other side of them. So, Sina Bearpaw, we're going to go over to a bridge and set up a bit of a create trap. Now I've got some bits and bobs in my inventory to help us with this. Let's take a look. So I've got some linear chassis, some mechanical saws, because we're going to build a saw blade trap. I've also got some shafts, some gearboxes, and some starbuncle wheels. What I will also need, I think I forgot to make, is some cogwheels. So I'm going to go get some cogwheels and head on over to that bridge. So here we are over at the Bridge of Doom. Now, the barbarians did come from this location. I'm not sure if they went over the bridge, but what we're looking at is we want to build a trap that is 5 by 5 that we can plonk on bridges. All of our bridges are 5 blocks wide, so if we have a trap that works across those 5 blocks, it should be something we're able to repeat. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to put down a mechanical bearing. We'll, you know what, we'll pick not the bridge itself, but the gateway. We're going to put the trap inside the gate. So first off, to make sure we can see what we're doing, we'll get rid of all of this grass. Get out of here, scum. That's right. Not welcome here. Next step, we're going to find the middle of this wall, which is right about here, and dig a bit of a hole. Here we go, yeah, this looks kind of perfect. So the first thing we're going to do in the middle is put down a mechanical bearing. The trap is going to sit on this and spin pretty wildly. We'll change this gearbox to a vertical one, so we can mess around with that. This is the middle right here, and on top of this goes the mechanical bearing. Boom. Very cool. The next step is to put down some linear chassis. This is going to be the meat of the trap. So this should be glued. I think it's glued automatically. There we go. And do we want to do this all the way across, like the full width of the gate? Maybe we do, you know? Yeah, I think that works well, because otherwise the barbarians might just kind of, you know, slip either side. And they're all locked and loaded. The next step is going to be to put some mechanical saws on each side of this trap. I'm not sure if this is going to spin clockwise or anti-clockwise, But building saw blades on both sides covers those bases. Very good. And over on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. 10 saw blades. Oh man, this is going to be a really cool trap. We'll make sure these are all stuck together by clicking on the saw, like that. And then over here, and the trap is almost set. Now, this will spin if we give it some force along the bottom. What we want to do is make sure this spins really quickly. We want this to be an absolute death machine. We are quite literally going to throw our barbarians into a blender. So the way we're going to give power to this is I think I might need a bit more space down here. So I'll clear out some more of this dirt so we've got some more room to work with. And there we go, yeah, that's a lot more space to work with. So there's this really cool invention. It's from Ars Creo, which is like an add-on for Ars Nouveau and Create that lets you put starbuncles in little wheels. These are really cool, check it out. Yeah, and they give us some force. So if we put a cogwheel on this, it spins. That's very cool. Now it spins very slowly. And I don't think a base starbuncle might not even have the power to turn this trap, but we can give it a go. So there we go. Oh, no, it does actually work. And do you know what? This might actually be quick enough to deal some serious damage to a raid. But you know what? No, I want it to be quicker. I want us to have as much speed into this thing as possible. So small to big should be correct. And then small to, I guess we go big, down here. And this should be what we're looking for. Yeah, oh my god, look at that, the blender. We are getting some serious speed and all of this functions off one little starbuncle generator. But you know what, I think we can go even quicker than this. This is a pretty quick blender, but let's see what we can do. Let's push the numbers here. So yeah, one starbuncle wheel is overstretched, but what we can do is we can keep adding starbuncle wheels on until we get enough power to turn this thing. So 3 isn't enough. Wow, we're going to go to 4 starbuncle wheels? That's crazy, but it might just work. Whoa, okay. Suddenly we have a blender of death. Oh my god. At this point, we don't even really need saw blades. The kinetic force of this thing hitting barbarians is going to launch them into the stratosphere. Honestly, this is absolutely crazy. So this is super easy to achieve. We will, for now, turn it off. Wait, we need a way to turn this off. Or do we? No, we can leave it on. We can leave it on. So what we're going to do is we're going to cover this area over now with some dirt. Like this, hide our sins. Oh! Oh my god, I took a hit. A big hit. Didn't do a crazy amount of damage, but honestly, this going off and hitting every single one of the barbarians is really going to help us with raids. There we go, cover this up, and like that, you'd never even know this was here. We will probably put in a lever or something to make sure we can actually turn this thing off, but for now, this thing should work, and all it is a case of doing now is repeating this on every single gate around the colony. Oh man, I am very excited for this. So many painstaking hours later, I have reconstructed this trap at every single gate that comes into the colony. Oh man, yeah, look at these blenders. They are going to be so amazing when the barbarians hit. Now my theory is the barbarians are going to get hit very hard. These don't do a lot of physical damage on hit, and these barbarians have close to 200 HP. But what I think this thing will do is throw barbarians back from the walls enough that they trickle in and our guards can deal with them in a much more timely manner. But it's anybody's guess. All we can do now is wait for the next raid and see how these bad boys perform. Oh man, tonight is going to be one hell of a raid, my dudes. It's going to be crazy. Now, before we do get to that raid, we're going to be a while waiting for it. I think what I want to do is address the concern we have over here. Look at this restaurant. This place is heaving. Man the Necromancer, Cedric something. Honestly, there are so many colonists here. They're all on top of each other, and it's not very ideal. I think there's a bit of a bottleneck here, and our colonists can't get food quick enough. So there's a nice big space over here in between the houses. I think it's time to build a second restaurant. I'm going to go and grab the building. We'll probably get Ben on this since he's closer. And let's watch another restaurant being built while we wait for tonight's raid. Oh no, my dudes! So I was midway upgrading our restaurant and it looks like Knight Tiessa got absolutely slain by a mechanical saw. I am so sorry, Tiessa. Tiessa was so proud that she has survived this long, only to be defeated by our own traps. Now, why was there a knight on the edge of the colony, and which mechanical saw is this problem saw? So it's this one over here. Oof, it's a good thing I caught this. So, oh man, Tiessa, oh, rest in peace. Well, you died for progress. So what were you doing out here, Tiessa? I guess maybe guards visit the walls? This is worrying, but on the one hand, on the plus side, the trap works. Amazing. Anyway, let's get this restaurant up to level 4. So building a second restaurant is a big step towards helping our colonists get food in their bellies, but another huge problem is the fact we just do not have enough farms. I think maybe next episode, we're going to have a massive upgrade to our entire food network. We're going to need a lot more farms. We're going to need a lot of composters. We need to build the infrastructure that is so sorely missing to get a massive amount of food in the warehouse so our cooks can make the meals and so our colonists can eat them. But also the research we're doing at the university will help us keep our colonists well fed. And here we are. This is the finished building at level 4. You've seen it before. There's one right opposite it. We'll have to get a chef in here to serve the meals and get it set up. But that's the second restaurant in position. So already we have a couple of guys coming over to the restaurant to eat some food. Woman recruit who's decided she wants to eat a nice block of cactus. Lovely stuff. And one of our druids has arrived as well. Loving the gear. Man, what a messed up face. So it's a waiting game now. Let's wait until tonight's raid and see what happens. Oh my god, here we are. Right, okay, amazing. Right, so a huge horde of raiders is coming from the southwest. Our pirates. Oh my god, look at this. There's a pirate ship over there as well. So the northwest, never eat. Over here is where the raiders should be coming from. So, oh no, wait, look at this. There's a raid down here. We might not be close enough to see the ones on the map over there, so we'll try and get a bit more central. We'll of course sleep so that we get rid of the nighttime. Very important moment. And we will of course rally the guard. Wait, no, I'm not going to rally the guards. I want to watch how this raid takes place without the guards coming to help, because I'm worried that if I go too close, the guards are going to rush in, try and go through the traps, and that's not going to help. So they're already moving. Let's go down to the bottom left where we know they're coming in and watch them go over this trap. Yeah, here they are. So they're going to come this way over this bridge. As you can see, to defend our guards against the trap, I added a bit of like a barrier. So to get in, you have to come from the other side. The guards cannot get to the traps, but this is the moment of truth. Let's see how this deals with the barbarians. They're not coming this way. Why are they not? Are they going to... They might be trying to go around. Where? Wait, there's a gate over there. Now it looks like the pirates are getting in, and I haven't seen any deaths go on from the pirates. Oh my god, no, look at this. So they are getting pinged back. This is actually working quite well, I think. Okay, here we go. They're coming over here. Padoing! Oh my god, what is going on? It's a barbarian blender. Uh-oh, we're getting killed. So let's go in. Gonna get my shield out. No, horse. Don't do that. Over here. But it looks like, yeah, this is actually working perfectly. The guards aren't over here getting killed, but what's happening is the raiders are coming in very slowly. Now, I'm still taking a lot of damage from these guys. They are still pretty beefy, but I do think if I rally the guards now, there we go, 20 knights. That might be enough. Oh my god, no! Already our first casualty, Kuaya Utua. But here we go, let's see off the raid. Go on, kick their ass. Kick their asses. Get out of it, horse. We're gonna go bastard sword mode. Slam. Yeah. Oh, the bastard sword is so good. Now the barbarians are still not easy pickings, and it looks like we're losing guys here and there, but we're doing well. It's much better than last time when we had the massive massacre. But there is a pirate ship to the north, and while our guards are doing okay, we're going to have to go and solve that problem. So let's go and take a look. Oh yeah, here we go, look. So the barbarians are completely stuck on my trap, but if I leave my horse here, I can probably deal with these guys as they drip through. Here we go. Slam. Oh my god, no, no! Oh! They do a lot of damage. Well, okay, this is where our guards can help out, so come on over here. Slam. Now, oh yeah, look at this. This is deadly. So it is pinging our guards off and doing a bit of damage to them, but it looks like there's a battle on top of the trap. What the hell? That's so weird. I have to deal with this pirate boat, though, to make these guys go away. Okay, so spellbook at the ready. We just got to break these spawners. Here we go. There's one. We'll get rid of the other ones, and that should mean the pirates leave. Oh my god, the pirates are so stuck in there. What's going on there? There we go. Gotcha. And we'll snipe that one there. Nice. There's one in here as well. Bam! Almost there. Just a couple more to go. There it is. There's another spawner at the back. And there must be, what, 2 more spawners? Let's see if we can find them. Oh, we are losing loads of guards, though. There's one spawner. And where's the final spawner? Now, there's usually a pirate spawner up here in the... Yeah, here it is. Boom, the last pirate spawner is away. So the pirates should vanish once we defeat them. Luckily enough, they're all stuck over here. So, oh my god, yeah, look at that. There's a few deaths over there. Oh, and it's the saw, yeah. Sir Sjin Defender, Cindy's Sjin Defender, was thrown into a saw by a pirate. Oh my god, that sounds devastating. Now, can I get close enough to do some damage here? Ah, oh my god. So, oh man, it's been another devastating raid, but it looks like the barbarians are kind of on the ropes. We've got guards wandering around. There's a couple to get rid of. They're on the walls. How are they on the walls? Or maybe they're in the walls. Maybe they're stuck on these traps. There's 2 raiders left. Yeah, here we go. Let's go and see what these barbarians are doing, because I think the barbarians are getting stuck on the traps and not moving. So I also think the traps are moving a bit too quickly. If we can slow them down, we might be able to do some damage and not have them bug out. Yeah, look at this. So this is one of the last guards, and he's just Beyblading over here. What are you doing? What are you doing? Can I get close to him? I don't even think... Why is he spinning the opposite direction of the trap? Yeah, I can't get close to him. If I try, I'm just going to get toast. Oof, yeah. Oh my god, what is going on? I'm on the trap. Oh no, I'm getting mid-speed. No, I'm getting blended. I'm getting blended. Okay. Oh my god. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I think I might actually have... Yeah, let's use a spell from our spellbook. I can use Harm Ball if I get rid of my shield. I think I can probably just shoot this guy off like this. Oh yeah, this is working. Amazing. So this is how we're going to defeat the raid. With a little bit of magic. Out of mana, but it comes back quick enough. And there we go. The raid has been seen off. Can I get that XP? No, it's not worth it, man. It's definitely not worth it. Okay, so it's just the last few pirates remaining now, including, this looks like a captain of some kind. But he dies quick enough. Oh, does he? Ow. Come on, dude. Oh my god, this guy hits hard. There we go. Have some food. And then the last 2 scrubby sailors. Get out of here, scum. And one more dude below decks. There he is. Hello, chump. Oh, it's a couple of guys. And there we go, the raid has been defeated. But again, honestly, we lost way too many dudes. Now, we are getting so many kids being born that look at this. We are not going to have any troubles filling the ranks of those guards that just died. That's a lot of dudes, man. It's like looking at an ant farm. That is nuts. But the graves are everywhere. We lost a lot of dudes. So, there's stuff to be done for sure. So a massive thank you for watching this episode of the Siege of Littleton. We built some amazing traps, got them to work, and kind of got them to not work. I didn't see a single barbarian die to the traps, so I have a theory that maybe they don't work on barbarians. So if you have any ideas for other cool traps we could try and use to fend off these raids, let me know. But oh my god, I'm a pincushion. This is nuts. Anyway, a massive thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And until next episode, take care.